What? What is that girl doing? Break dancing. Honestly.
I wonder what it'll taste like.
I will try my best. Caramel, wolf hook, and fire water.
Still far from being drunk. With that,
Then
Miss
let me mix you another, okay?
And
60 with another. Hörsa.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon.
Lady
Glenfiddich,
Paimon.
at your service.
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glenfiddich. By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
That's good. That's very good.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel's Share? And recently you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai. We sure have come a long way, huh?
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfiddich doesn't have
We need
much
to cook.
experience mixing Honorary Knight. If you're free, could you
Or
maybe
mix the
help
drinks.
us out for a while?
You'll be
Yes.
amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime.
Don't
Depending on
say
your-
anything
Not
else.
sure
I'm
what
coming.
the best guide into that. Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this'll give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can.
Lady Paimon.
I'm very skilled when it comes to things like portioning out drinks.
All right. Well, if you're ready too, then let's get to work.
Well, I'm ready. Let's go. Oh my god, it's such an old event. Oh my god. I remember that. I remember that. Sometimes partial clues cannot lead to accurate conclusions. In such cases, you can associate this clue with other clues to derive inspiration for either mixing a drink or introducing a new topic. After gathering all the inspiration for improved drink recipes, you can create new drinks based on these ideas, completing a customized drink that satisfies the customer. Okay, I loved it. I loved it in the old times.
Oh my, it looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfiddich is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand?
Yes, that's right. Yours truly is in charge.
Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working.
I thought you weren't so rushed off your feet these days. Working through the night. Shouldn't that be a thing of the past?
That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course. Let me think. I don't really
Tell
have
me,
a
Mommy
favorite
Lisa.
drink. Just wrestle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits.
Lift my spirits. Alcohol. You need alcohol.
And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that
Let
would
me
be
get the
even
rum.
better.
Help me nod off to sleep later. The drink stand has a collection of classic recipes. Let's start by choosing one of those. Since Lisa wants to feel rejuvenated, Snow-Kissed Dawn seems like a good choice. But I wanted to make what I wanted to make. Don't tell me what to make. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Fire water. Is that alcohol? Is that alcohol? Yeah, because fizzy water is here, so fizzy water cannot be this one. Fire water. Milk. Smetana. Smetana. Very yeah. Yeah. Cut the ingredients. Let's cut into large pieces. Shake gently. Aromatic goblet. Oh, looks good. Wow, look at that. Look
Here's
at
a
that.
snow-kissed dawn. I hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie.
Just like you.
Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
Should I tinker with the ingredients?
Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask.
Let's ask a few questions.
Let's chat
Why
for
not?
a while. Take your time. Inspiration will come soon enough. Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day.
By the way, guys, did you also forget to bring librarian books back to the library? I have forgotten once.
There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts. Apparently,
Ooh.
she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Sweet
Indeed,
meat dishes.
and judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks.
Ooh, be
Sometimes
cautious.
I even add a
By the way,
spoonful to
guys,
my afternoon
be
tea.
really cautious when adding sweet flavors to meat.
Improving food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
Piece glues together. Lisa likes caramel. Okay. Replace smetana with caramel sauce. Ooh.
Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember? Not bad at all. A flawless answer. Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leo-Ed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement.
Oh.
I'm sure you remember, a few years ago,
I'm
when we
always
were
being
adventuring together,
afraid of that.
you found me that
If I
sweet-tasting
do
alchemical
something
ingredient.
like if I do something too much, I maybe get bored of it.
Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Wolberries. Okay.
Surely you're not suggesting I'd take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander? You caught me. My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Yes.
Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands. A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences. Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on
Yes.
what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan.
Cacahuatl.
It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa. In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
I like hot cocoa too. Remove the cocoa. Lisa paid a visit to the Dawn Winery passing through Wolvendom. Wolfhoek. This one maybe? Replaced the small lamb grass. Okay. Ooh, I did it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
Yes. Let me do that. Let me do that drink for you, please. Do not add cocoa. Done. Add caramel and add wolfhook. Small bits. Shaky shake. Shake gently. Is that gently? Large or small goblet? Large or small? So it could be any glass shape. So not medium. Okay. I think let's go with this one. No. We need an S. Double walled glass. What do you mean? Wolberry garden. Oh my god. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slumbering rose. Okay.
Finished. A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink.
Yes.
Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes.
Yeah, tell me. Tell me, tell me,
Full
tell me.
marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease.
Wow. By the way, that color that this drink has is so freaking good. I want to taste it too.
I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology. Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright but not too harsh?
Alright.
Any walk would be more relaxing with you
I
to
will
talk to
join
along
you
the way, cutie.
whenever you want.
Then, when we get back,
I'm
you
your
could fix me up
cutie,
another glass
and
of
you're my
slumbering
mommy.
rose.
Sounds lovely.
And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Okay, okay. Let's mixy mix. Oh. One, two. Okay. Wow, so many more. Start mixing.
Good afternoon, traveler.
Hey, Emily.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
Are you on
Both,
vacation
actually.
here?
A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Special surprise.
I have faith in your choice.
Let's do a soda. Ooh. Let's do a bit of soda and bit of water. So it will be tingly. It will be a bit tingly, but not overpowering. Tea? Fermented juice. Add mint. Small pieces. Oh! Shake gently. Classic tall glass. Ooh. Like a sunrise or sunset at the beach. Oh, looks good. Oh.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor. Although in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
Avant-garde.
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt, when I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
Wow.
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of
So
the more the
berries
merrier.
make you go
Maintaining an
asleep.
appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind.
This is why we made that for
Even in
Lisa.
daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to windwheel aster, With some success, I might add.
Okay.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too.
I miss
In such
lying in
conditions,
meadows
one sense of
and
smell
watching
is
the
heightened,
clouds.
but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
How
It
fascinating
seems something
indeed.
similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds. Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences. They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail.
Are that lilies?
I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many
I can
years
see
ago.
windmill.
In fact,
I don't know
the
what.
fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself.
Cecilia.
However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences. Windwheel aster. The various parts of the windwheel aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the entire. I just took it for a little
Oh
trial
my
run at
God,
the
so
cat's tail,
cute.
and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients, oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Ooh. Usual hobbies and interests.
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's
So
before a
fruit
holiday
tea.
and my friends are in high spirits,
fruit
I
tea.
sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine.
Fruit
There was an
wine.
officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine.
So you
But
would
since
like
she was
brandy,
transferred to the
huh?
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
So you do drink alcohol sometimes.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new. So I don't mind
Finally.
drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Finally. Someone that gets it. Hmm. Shake harder than lightly. Aha! Finally. Fire water. The sweetness of all berries had added a few complications to Emily's work. Okay, okay. Process the petals further. Finely chopping. Okay.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction. Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
Yes, sure. Okay, let me... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Tea, fruit wine, fermented juice, and chopped petals. We need to mix hard after that. Small pieces, small bits. Shake hard. Ooh, look at that. Double voltless ash. Any garnish except wolberries. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, this one will do. Ooh, I'm so sleepy.
Here you go. A new and improved Emily-inspired Gloomy Dew's Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet.
Okay.
The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass.
Okay.
Really? Perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had.
You're welcome.
Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
I'm
Once
honored,
I've perfected the
yes.
recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
Bye bye. Let's do another one. I need to do at least the half of it.
So
It's
you're
Eula.
looking after
Oh
the
my
drink
God.
stand now.
Oh, I love her.
If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Oh, Eula, I need you. I need you.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, the General Affairs Company has invited a renowned champion duelist from the court of Fontaine to come here for a swordsmanship exchange. Since I'm one of the captains with the highest attendance rate when it comes to these things, and I'm fairly skilled with a claymore, I was chosen as a representative.
Aw, I hope you win.
I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure I'm a serious match for the champion duelist. And then after the exchange, I need to write at least 6 different reports based on the results.
Sounds like you could do with something to replenish your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Twinkling starlight. And what if I don't want to do that? I need fizzy water, fruit wine, wolf hook. Small bits. And shake hard. Wow! Good job, traveler. Star salt. Twinkling starlight.
1 twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just 1 glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Fire
Don't hold
water.
back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Okay. Drink on the table.
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle. Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
Courtesy.
In that book Miss Magistus lent me, the Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clarande, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? I'll treat
Right.
Miss Clarande to this juice at our post-training banquet.
My partner doesn't like to try new things.
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make
Wow.
matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
Did you
Me?
catch a cold?
I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
Yes.
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution.
What is that?
They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime, we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing
Roll
guard.
the dice.
In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat. You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty.
Yeah, that's bad.
The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god." In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Ooh.
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Restoration required. Okay. Fruity flavor. With that in mind, I should probably remove star salt from the mix. Ooh. If Yula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. That's bad. Okay. Understanding their thoughts on the duel. Based on our talk, what kind of drink recipe might be inspired? Sparring mindset.
Oh my. To be honest, I'm eager to begin, but also a little nervous. Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was.
Lady, if you want to take on Miss Clorind, you're already dead. Miss Clorind is more powerful than you are. That's for sure.
A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Clorand's abilities might even be more extraordinary than that, it's important that I'm prepared for anything.
Ooh, such historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail.
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. I sure could do with an energy boost, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a cocktail? That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
I'd say they are like coffee, bull fruit, ice wine, or Monster's favorite wine. Fruit wine. They may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
Yes.
There's
She's
no
so
need to make it sound so
agile.
fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair.
Clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors.
Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
Is firewater vodka? Is that vodka?
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Are you sure about that? Good. Don't use a small glass. Okay, start mixing.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you...
Thank you, thank you. Thank you kindly. Firewater. I can only use 3 ingredients. Firewater, romerite flower juice, cocoa, cut the ingredients into pieces of any size. Then let's give her large. Shake hard. Large goblet. This one. Ooh. Lemongrass. GG. GG easy.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, What beautiful colors! And you even added my romaritime flower fruit extract.
It's sure that you will like it.
The aroma is perfect,
100%.
and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
Then chug it down. Ooh.
Can you mix me another?
Of course, my lady. But watch out. Too much of alcohol can make you dizzy and like that. So I need to bring you home, okay? I need to bring you home, and you know, I don't know what will happen there. With me, at least. With us. Of course, I will mix you another drink.
No, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. I feel fantastic.
Our plan is working,
This
guys.
cocktail.
Our plan is working.
Oh, it's the best
Oh,
I've
look
ever
at her.
had.
It's clearly working. Let's bring her home. I mean, to my place.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
No, no, no. No, no, no. I will take you home, okay? I will take you to me, okay? Shh. Don't tell anyone. No, I don't want to say that.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
Is that right?
By the time I've gone a few rounds with that,
Then
Miss
let me mix you another,
Corinne,
okay?
And completed my reports. I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off?
I will talk to her, okay? I will talk to her.
I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Why did you do that? Why didn't you catch her before she left? Sweet, sour and smoky taste of steel. Steel? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Oh,
Suspicion confirmed.
chlorine. Yes! What is that girl doing? Breakdancing. What the hell?
While patrolling the area, I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look.
I love you, I
And
love
sure
you, I
enough,
love you.
here you are.
Caitlin 2.0. Caitlin 2.0. Hello, Caitlin 2.0.
If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report. Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt.
If that really happened, I wouldn't be able to cope.
Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. And on that note, I'd like a caramel glaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask.
You can drink while we
Calm
chat.
and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
I love you, Miss Chlorinde. I love you. Oh my god. Fire water. She does have a taste. Caramel. Oh my god, she does have a taste. And cocoa. I don't really know about that, but that still sounds really delicious. But I would add like mint. No. Fizzy water. Ooh, Wolfhook. I'm not really sure how Wolfhook tastes like, so I think I would pick Coco. So she's a real one. We have a similar taste. Small pieces. Oh! Ooh, ooh. It was quick. Shake properly. Propeller. This will be delicious. Master's goblet large. This will be delicious, guys. This will be very, very delicious. Oh! I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. I did something similar to this. I mixed the drink at home, something similar to this, and it was almost the best
Your
drink
caramel
of my
blaze
life.
is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
Or maybe it was.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on.
Ooh.
It's quite strong.
Oh. You don't really like alcohol?
I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank
Maybe you
alcohol
are not
was at
that
a wine
tough
tasting event
that I was
that
thinking you
Navia
were.
invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours.
You are weak.
From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether.
What the hell?
But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, according to my intelligence, the captain of the reconnaissance company, who I'm preparing to spar with, has quite the refined taste for fine wine.
Yes. That person has already passed down this path, and we have encountered that special taste of hers.
Her publicly available battle reports are truly a sight to behold. Out of the
You
utmost
are
respect
like
for her
fire
skills,
and water.
I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines.
Let me think carefully before I mix you another drink.
I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to.
I love your eyes, by the way. Oh.
I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here.
Okay.
Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt.
Okay.
However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields.
Why is that?
Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently,
Maybe.
the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee. Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte.
Marcotte?
Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation. Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time
tell
you
me.
find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance.
Yes.
If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well.
Nothing too sweet. Crest on the table.
Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3
Hazelnut
and
3.
Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite. They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests.
Ooh.
They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet.
I will get a hazelnut crest. Ooh.
You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia, but I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance.
Me.
Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew. So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking.
Yes. Usual hobbies.
When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice.
So,
Since I
bullfruit
eat a lot of
juice.
meat,
It
the
is.
slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine. I had
Okay.
8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate.
Another Fontaine guest.
Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sijuin know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume.
Ooh, I want that too.
I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sijuin praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual.
Refined?
She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace. Oh, thank
Let's
you,
hang out.
but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram, if you know what I mean. Best to just let things take their natural course.
Nothing too sweet. Surprisingly, Chlorine's first positive impression of Mondstadt was one of swords and shields. Pokemon! That means Pokemon. She doesn't seem to favor overly sweet fragrances, preferring aromas with salty tint. Aha! Salt Star. It sounds like Chlorine has an exceptionally keen sense of taste, preferring drinks with a hint of sourness. Wolberries are sweet with a hint of sour, while wolfhooks are just the opposite. Aha, sour with a hint of sweet. I think she might prefer the latter. The crest is a souvenir that the knight gave to Chlorinde. Still, I'd be better not to overdo things. A regular caramel blaze would be too much. I should downsize things a bit. Chlorine seems to admire Emily. Balance is the key. A light base. Emily likes mild tea, and that last drink was also built around a light base. I should ask Chlorinde if she likes it.
Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together? Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us.
Okay. The fire water used in a caramel blaze has far too much of a kick. How about replacing the fire water with something fruitier? Nice. Nice. Start mixing. Please wait a moment.
All right. I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared. Even if it's still a bit strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
Okay. Here we go. Fruit wine, caramel, wolf hooks. Pieces of any size. Size the wolf hooks. Shake properly. And coupe goblet. S. Coupe or coupe? Star sword. Ooh, this is nice. Leisure time lightning.
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning,
It's so cool.
a cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy!
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me. There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection. The color of the wine also fits well with the name.
It.
And the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the caramel glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt.
I'm glad you like it.
Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance.
Sure, but
or
why
the
do you
hotel,
ask?
mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself.
I want to make something to Farina. I want my
I
girl
understand.
to be happy.
I won't try to strong-arm you. In any thanks to you, whether I'm facing the powerful captain of the reconnaissance company or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonia.
Okay. Let's do the next one. Whee! A bright red head and curious eyes peek out from behind the counter. No way. No way. No way Miss Alice is here. No way. Or is that Klee? I hope it's Klee. Bright red hat. Who is that if it's not Alice?
Is that Miss Honorary Knight? Yippee! It's you!
It's Klee. My beautiful Klee. I love you.
Auntie Eula told Klee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Miss Honorary Knight, Klee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat. You mean this stand isn't already the best?
It is.
Well, out of all the drink stands Klee's ever visited, Miss Honorary Knight's is easily the best.
Aww.
And no matter what drinks Miss Honorary Knight makes, Klee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, you want me to be mean? But Klee could never be mean to you.
Why do you say that?
Let me think. I know! I'll pretend to be Albedo! Whenever Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious. And Klee can hear every word he says.
Albedo doesn't really have the empathy in him.
Get ready for Klee's super amazing order! These past few days, I've been having such a blast with Mom all day long! It's been
fish
so
blast.
much fun! Even being sent to solitary confinement couldn't wipe the smile off my face. So, Klee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Klee in a super...
Right on it,
I
Klee.
wonder what it'll taste like.
I will try my best. I will try my best. Okay? Caramel, wolf hook, and fire water. No! No! Oh my god, I cannot. I cannot do that. It's okay. It's okay, Klee, you're not old enough, okay? You're not old enough for that. Cut the ingredients into small bits. Tactics. Shake properly. Double volt glass. Any garnish. Ooh, what does Klee like? I think wallberries or small glass. Small lemongrass. Ooh, let it be wallberry. Klee will love this.
Your fair weather frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed
Why
to
is
be a
every
bright, shiny
drink
night?
Always purple? Not every one of them, but I mean 80% of the drinks are purple. In some colors. Okay.
Klee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully.
I love you, Klee. You're the best. You're the best.
Ah, finished. Yummy! Both sweet and sour. If Klee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5. But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake.
Cake?
Klee doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Miss Honorary Knight?
Aww. Scheduling 3 daily meals.
3 square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a
5
day.
meals a
Sometimes
day.
even 7.
My girl is hungry.
Adventuring takes a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, I'm curious, what does Albedo cook? I cannot think of anything.
Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called rainbow fish jelly.
Great food. Great food from a great
Her
adventurer.
Chococo Crunchy slices are fantastic too. It's her newest creation
Okay,
made with chocolate
you
and
need
cookies.
cocoa.
They're a little bitter, but they're crunchy. They smell scrumptious, and they have a really sweet aftertaste. Whenever I eat them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try.
Okay, I will try anything. Do you plan to eat anything else today?
Yeah, when Klee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book.
Ooh,
Klee used to
you
eat
want that
cake after
salty
dinner.
garnish.
But
Okay,
Master Jean
okay, I
said
can do
it's
that.
too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you
And
chubby
it's
and gives
already
you toothaches.
at sundown.
So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and
Oh.
now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my
Was
brain
that Elise?
remember things better.
Barbie? Who is Barbie? If Barbie is here, where is Ken?
Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like chewing on grass, but they're okay if
it's
you add a
Kea.
little salt.
Next course of action.
Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read one chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumpy Dumpty can go "Fwah!" and bounce even higher.
Is that easy to do?
It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be careful when trimming it down. It's like sharpening a pencil that could suddenly go boom.
Okay.
Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories. She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it on, it goes kapling and lights up the ceiling. Yeah, when something happens in the story, the lights on the ceiling make pretty pictures. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so Klee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Miss Honorary Knight.
Okay, I will be waiting.
Klee has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day.
Every day. Every day. Oh. Replace tea with milk. Klee can't have too much sugar before bed, so she has to eat nuts instead of her favorite dessert. The last drink contained caramel, which is way too sweet, so I will have to take it out, but then the drink feels incomplete. Klee mentioned her daily meal times. It seems she really likes Alice's peculiar cooking. Choco crunchy slices. I have some cocoa here, made from cacahuatl. Cacahuatl, just like chocolate. How about I turn the chocolate into flakes and then swap them for the wolfhook. Shouldn't stay up late. No. Yeah. Candy on the table. Oh, she has a candy.
This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench. A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine, star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally
Auntie
some
Barbie.
magical jam from Auntie Tavia.
Tavia, Barbie.
Put
I don't
everything
know
together
them.
on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof!
Dodoko shaped candy.
Klee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really
Yeah,
like
give
them,
me, give me.
I can even teach you my mom's incantation.
Give me
That way,
Dodoko candy.
you can make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert.
I believe you. I believe you 100%. Oh my god. Sweet candy. Taught her how to make. They are made with care and look appetizing. I'm sure they must taste good too. From the looks of it, Klee seems to be partial to very sweet candy. What if I topped her drink with candy? It would make the perfect garnish, adding both flavor and flair. I'm not really sure about that. It's certainly a lot sweet without caramel, but the mouthfeel isn't quite there. Perhaps there's some other healthier option that can lend the drink a little sweetness. Let's talk to Klee again. Healthy sugars.
Oh yeah, Clee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the cream? Or add more fruit? Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses
Aw.
gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rolly. Clee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar.
Yeah, there are different types
So
of
if
sugars.
Clee really has to eat...
Are we done? Yes! Let's mix it. Alright, I think I know how to improve that drink. Let me mix another one for you.
Yeah, that was quick. Clee's looking forward to finding out how tasty your next concoction is.
Concoction. Don't call it like that. It's a masterpiece. Watch and learn. I need to add milk, fermented juice, cocoa. No! Fermented juice, milk, cocoa. Cut the ingredients into pieces of any size, small bits. Shake it. Shake it hard. Any classic glass. Ooh, what about this? Oh, that looks phenomenal. Totoko candy. So special. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She will like that. She will love that.
Ta-da! It's done. I just...
What the fuck? Connect me back, please. And after that, I don't know what will I do. Just connect me back, okay? Oh, help, please. Do I have internet? I do have. What's happening? Connection timed out. Oh no, please. What's happening, really? Do I need to skip all of that again? Well, I guess so.
Ta-da! It's
Oh,
done.
no.
I just know you're gonna love this new creation.
Wow! There's
Look
Totoko
at those
candy on
stars
top!
in her eyes.
There's so much orange in this cup.
I
And
love
Totoko
orange.
looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy
Dreams.
clouds. And the weather inside looks much better too.
Taste it.
Yummy! It's so delicious! Clee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down or I'll miss all the yummy flavor.
Miss Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice. Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And peaceful. Ooh. You're the best, Miss Honorary Knight. Really? When the weather's nice and Dodoko happy, Dodoko will want to sing, right? And when Dodoko sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodoko's Duet.
Okay. Your names are the best.
Thank you. And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodoko's Duet. Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Miss Honorary Knight.
Okay.
Then you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want.
Okay.
See you next time.
Bye, Klee. This was beautiful. Beautiful. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, the last one. Heavy footsteps echo from afar. Even before the broad-shouldered figure comes into view, you steer yourself behind the counter. The most seasoned drinker in Mondstadt has arrived to put your mixology skills to the test. Oh, will that be Varka? Who would that be if not Varka? No way. No way he's coming. Okay, I need to prepare for that. Let me prepare. It must be Varka. This must be Varka.
So Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. Now that I'm finally free to relax, it's time to start doing just that. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch.
Okay.
Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance.
A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance.
The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar.
Okay.
It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair. That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
I will show you. I will show you all that I've got. Fire water. Fizzy water. Cocoa. That's terrible. That's terrible. Don't do that to him. Small bits. Ah! Fuck. Oh, wait, it goes back. Okay. No time to waste. Shake it, shake it. Shake it hard. Master Goblet Large. Any garnish? Lemon slice. Thorny Lake.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this thorny lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out. Not bad. You haven't overdone or skipped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes. Perhaps I should have said modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death.
Okay.
That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses. Mull it over. There's no rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
Garden atmosphere.
Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago when I was young. I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower on the city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden. Indeed, among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept. Yes, Faru retired years ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
Okay. Stop yapping, okay? Stop yapping.
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it
Lacks
lacks impact.
More alcohol.
Even when following the same recipe,
More
the techniques
alcohol.
used to mix sometimes, deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the
But
different
do you mean
waves as
that
each
it
one hits the
bears
taste buds in
impact?
sequence.
It has both alcohol and fizzy water.
In this regard,
more
too,
do
you've
you
taken
want?
quite a tentative approach. Why not be... You catch on quickly. No need to...
Gentle! Glass on the table. This massive tank.
Pretty awesome, huh? It's like a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about 10 or so knights chipped in to pay for the materials. They've been waiting to have a good drink with me, and this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all.
Jewel?
I'm the Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously, and I have a bit more, meat to absorb the blows. So it's
Okay.
only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a little more than just teensy.
Of course, some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were skilled warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's
Ooh.
after-work cooldown, They insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
Okay. High tolerance of alcohol.
It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Ooh. High tolerance of alcohol. We need to switch out the goblet. Shaking it a little more softly. Cocoa replaced with mint. I don't know. Memories of mint and wine. Fine wine. Oh! What am I, guys? I'm good, no? If Varka were here, he's here. Let's ask him.
If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other.
Oh, that would be great.
It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even Frederica would launch a punitive expedition. While in Notcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences. Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like firewater and Smedina. These Notcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives. Young people need to learn restraint. At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most people would just end up a whole lot drunker than they'd like.
Yes.
You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole...
Notcry delicacies. I have never been to Notcry, guys. I don't know what delicacies are there. Fizzy water with smetana. Let's start mixing then. The good news is, I think I know what to make for you. Can I borrow your hammer, please?
Oh, feel free. Whatever you're about to do, I've got a feeling I've hit the jackpot.
Yes, for sure. Fire water, smetana, mint. Any pieces? large pieces. Gently. Varka's special tankard. Ooh, it's pink. I think he would love the star sword.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it.
I like your deep voice, by the way. You're cool as hell. I knew you would like that.
Perfection. It's clear that once you let go of your inhibitions, your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater is already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nordkrai.
Iron Wolf.
Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack.
Okay.
No time to waste. I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
GG. GG, we did it. Ooh, nice voices. Sounds, I mean.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time she's been doing this, I believe that someday she has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Ooh, permanent service.
Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like.
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfiddia.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon
You
feels
can
like
have
there's
them.
something you still want to say. Well, based on your personality, you probably want... That way,
No, I don't
customers will know
want.
who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.